Hello kids and welcome to my channel The Curious Panda. I'm a panda teacher and in this video we are going to solve an entire Olympiad question paper. The paper that we are going to solve is of IMO 2024, that is last year, and we are solving set C over here. Before answering any question, I would run a timer of 3 seconds and I would expect that you pause the video, solve it for yourself first and then go to the solution. For every correct answer you get, you give yourself a star, and at the end of the video when we are done with all 35 questions, I would expect you to go to the comment section and comment how many stars did you get. I would reply to each and every one of you. Now that we have agreed upon this, let's start with the video. Before going ahead, I have an announcement to make. So in this video, we are going to solve one of the previous year question papers. But if you want to solve more such question paper, I have 18 previous year question paper with answers for you at just rupees 89. You can go to the description box or check the pinned comments. You will find a link. Go purchase the PDF file and you will get it just for 89, and the PDF will be given to you instantly. Okay, so we have our first section, logical reasoning, which has 10 questions. Question number 1. Which of the following items can be bought from the given amount of money? So certain amount of money is shown in the figure here, and you have to now answer using this money, which of the following products can you purchase, right? So I'll run a timer of 3 seconds. You pause the video, solve it, and we meet the other side. Great. I hope you would have got the answer correctly. Now, as you can see in the image, there is rupees 20 and this is rupees 10. So in total, there is rupees 30. So the total in total there is 30 rupees shown in the given figure. Now, which of the following products can you purchase, right? I'm really sorry. So yeah, first toy bike, can you purchase it? This is at rupees 35. You cannot purchase. You have 30 rupees only, right? So you cannot purchase anything that is more than rupees 30. Now this watch, this costs rupees 50. You cannot purchase. This bag costs rupees 40. You cannot purchase. This ring costs rupees 25 and rupees 25 is less than rupees 30. So using this money, you can very well purchase this product. So answer is option number D. So if you have got this correct, give yourself a star and we move to the next question. To which group or groups does or do alphabet G belong to? So there are 4 groups that you can see, group P, Q, R and S given in the image here. You have to find out G. So in which of these groups G actually appears, right? So again, I have a timer of 3 seconds, solve it, we meet the other side. Great, I hope you would have got the answer correctly. It's again a very easy question. So you see G here in group P. Here you do not see G coming up. Here you see it in group R, there is G, and in group S also you find G there. So in P, R and S you have the alphabet G. So option number D is the correct answer. If you have got this correctly, give yourself a star and we go to the next question. Which of the following objects can roll but not slide, right? So there are 4 objects given in the image below. So there are 4 objects given in the options below. You have to find out which of the product can roll but not slide. Again, 3-second timer, pause it, solve it, and we meet the other side. Great, I hope you would have got the answer correctly. So what kind of object can roll? An object that is circular in nature can roll, and in the option given over here, you see a ball, a football. A football can roll, but it cannot slide. All others can will only slide or both slide and roll, right? So the object that can only roll but not slide is a football. If you have got it correct, give yourself a star and we move to the next question. Find the missing number in the given number pattern. So you can see in the balloons there are some numbers given. you have to find the missing number. So this is the number that you have to find. The numbers that are given are 32, 28. This is the missing number, 20, 16, and 12, right? What would be the missing number? Give again 3-second timer, give yourself, pause the video, give yourself some time, solve it for yourself, and we meet the other side. Great. Hopefully, you have got it correct. So here, if you see the numbers, so from 32 to 28, the number reduces by 4, right? This is something we don't have. From 20 to 16, if you check the pattern, the number reduces by 4. From 16 to 12, again, the number reduces by 4. So the pattern that you see, that from one number to another, the number is actually being reduced by 4. So the next number would be 28 minus 4. So if I do 28 minus 4, 28 minus 4, this becomes 4, this becomes 2, so it is 24. So this becomes 24. Now again 24 minus 4, if I test it out, 24 minus 4 is 20. So we are correct. So overall the answer is C. If you have got it correct, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Great. The position of the encircled boat is dash. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 boats, and this is the right side. So obviously this becomes left side. Now you have to find the position of boat U, that is given over here. Again, take 3 seconds. We meet the other side. Great. I hope you'd have got the answer correctly. The position is, if you see from the left side, it is in position number 3, right? So it's in third position from left side, and from right side, if you see, it is at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it is on the 5th position from the right side. So if you see, the option B is the correct answer. If you got it right, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Now, if a shirt is related to button, right? A shirt is related to button in some way, then in the same way, there is a jacket given over here is related to dash, right? So if a shirt is related to a button in some way, then in the same way, a jacket is related to dash. Again, take 3 seconds, solve it, we meet the other side. Great. So if you see, if a shirt is related to a button, right? A jacket has a zipper. So the way you can wear a shirt using a button, a jacket here, as you can see, is wore using a zipper. So the correct option is option number B. If you got it right, give yourself a star. We move to the next question. Select the odd one out, right? There are 4 shapes given over here. You have to find which is the odd one out. Great. Hopefully you have got the answer correct. So if you see what is odd one out, here odd one out is option number B, because all of the other figures has some side and some edges, right? So this is a side, this is an edge. So this is how every shape is done. This shape is a circular shape without any side and without any edge. So that is why option number B is your correct answer. If you have got it right, then you can give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Select a figure from the options which is exactly embedded in the given figure. So there are 4 options given over here, and you have to find out which of this pattern, this given image, is actually embedded in the main image that is given over here. So again, take some time, solve it, and then we meet the other side. Great. Hopefully you have got it correct. If you very closely see that which of the following images or following pattern or following figure is actually in the main figure. So if you see this, one, you can see it over here, right? And all other figures are not present in the image given here, right? I hope you have got it correct. The correct option is option number C. And we move to the next question. If you have got it correct, give yourself a star. Right? If head is called finger, right? If head is called finger is called hand, and hand is called eyes, then we wear a cap on dash. Again, there are four options: head, finger, eyes, and hand. Do remember, hand is called finger is called hand is called eyes. Before answering the question, again, I'm going to run a timer of 3 seconds. You pause the video, solve the question, and we meet the other side. Great. Easy question. You would have already, I'm sure you would have already answered it correctly. So a cap. So where do you wear a cap? You wear a cap on your head, right? So a cap is worn on head. And head is, what is head called? Head is called a finger. So the correct answer is option number B, finger, right? Hope you got it right. If you got it right, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Question number 10, find the missing figure in the given figure matrix. So there are three different kind of figure that you can see over here: a triangular one, a circular one, and a rectangular one, right? And these three figures are given over here in a matrix. You have to find out what is this missing figure. Again, give yourself 3 seconds. We meet the other side. Great. So I hope you would have already answered the question correctly. So if you see, and I think I have already done a video on this kind of a question before. So this is called a row, right? So there is one row, there is two, and this is row number three. So these are called rows, and these are called columns, right? So these are called columns, correct? So there are three columns over here as I drew it over here. So there are three columns. Now, if you see, in each row, you will find all the objects, like all three objects. So in this row, say for example here, you see the triangular object, you see the circular object, and you see the rectangular object. If you see this row as well, you see the rectangular object, you see a triangular object, and you see a circular object. Same, if you see, then in this row also there is a circular object, there is a triangular object. What is missing is the rectangular object. So this kind of an object is missing. So option number A is your correct answer. I hope you have got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And here we end the logical reasoning section, and next we move to mathematical reasoning section. Correct? Hopefully the first 10 questions you would have gotten all of them right. And now we move to the next section. Question number 11. The sum of the numbers shown in the two abacuses is dash, right? I'm sure you would have learned how to read an abacus. So you see there are two abacuses given over here. You have to find which number it is, and then you have to find or add both of them. So again, take some time. I will pause the video for 3 seconds. We meet the other side. Great. So hopefully you have got it right. So let's just try and solve it out. So in the hundreds place, there is, so if so say this is number A, this is number B, right? So in the first number, the hundreds place, there are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is 4. In tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in ones it is 1, 2, and 3. So the first number is nothing but 463. The second number, if you see in the hundreds place, there are two beads. In tens there are 1, 2, and 3, and in ones there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? So the second number is nothing but 236. Now, if you just add it, 3 plus 6 is 9, 6 plus 3 is 9, 4 plus 2 is 6. So the correct answer is 699, and the option is option number A. I hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a clap, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. So the next question is a pictograph question. The given pictograph shows the number of bouquets sold by Raman on the given 5 days. So on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, there are a set of bouquets that were sold by Raman. Study the given pictograph carefully and answer the following question. On which day least number of bouquets were sold, right? The catch over here is this obviously is an image of a bouquet, but this image of bouquet represents four bouquets, right? So this is not one bouquet, this is four bouquets, right? So the representation of one image is four bouquets. So with that detail, I leave it to you here. You pause the video, solve it. We meet the other side of this 3-second pause. Great. So I hope you would have taken a good amount of time to solve this kind of a question. So as you can see, each image of a bouquet represents actually four bouquets. So on a Monday, Raman would have sold 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, right? So this is, so it is 4 times 4. So there are 4 bouquet images. So 4 times 4, if you just add this up, you will get 16, correct? Now here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 4 plus 4 plus 4. So you have to add 4 7 times, right? And this will come out to be 28 if you do the addition. Wednesday it is 4 plus 4 plus 4, just 3 times 4. This comes out to be 12. Thursday it is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, so which is 5 times 4. If you add it, you get 20. And on Friday, it's 4 times 4. If you add it, you get 16, right? So these are the number of bouquets Raman sold on these specific days. Now, on which day least number of bouquets were sold? So it is nothing but Wednesday. So option A is your correct answer. All the other days you are selling, or Raman is selling more bouquets. Now, question number 13. How many total bouquets were sold on Monday and Wednesday together? So as we have solved it earlier, on Monday, Raman sells 16. So Raman sells 16 bouquets on Monday. On Wednesday, Raman sells 12 bouquets, right? So on Monday and Wednesday together, Raman would sell 16 plus 12. So if I add 16 and 12, 6 plus 2 is 8, 1 plus 1 is 2. Option number C is your correct answer. I hope you'd have got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star and we move to the next question. Question number 14 is shape dash has the largest number of sides. So out of this, which shape has the largest number of side? Take some time, find out the number of side for each and every shape that is shown over here, and then calculate which has the highest number. We now meet on the other side. Great. I hope you would have got it right. Let's try and solve it together. So CP here has how many sides? So this is a side, right? So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. So P has 6 sides. Now comes to Q. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So Q has 5 sides. Let's come to R. This has, sorry, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. R has 6 sides. Coming to S, it has 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 has, I'm sorry, S has 8 sides. Coming to T, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So T has 12 sides, right? Now T has the highest number of sides till now. Now let's come to U. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, and this is 8. So U has 8 sides. Now coming to V, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, and this is 9. So V has 9 sides. So your correct answer is option number A, that is T has 12 sides, which is the highest. Now let's go to the next question. How much quantity of water cylinder Y contains than cylinder X, right? How much more, right? So you have to find out how much water is contained in Y and then you have to find out how much water is contained in x, and then subtract x from y, and you will get your answer. Again, pause the video, solve it, we meet the other side. Great. So hopefully you would have got the question correctly. So if you can see over here, cylinder Y has 500 ml of water. How much is in cylinder X? Cylinder X has 350 ml of water, right? So what you need to do, okay, how much more quantity, how much more, right? So you just have to do a simple subtraction. 500 3 you have to subtract 350 from 500, so this is going to be 0. Now this becomes, again, sorry, this becomes 4, this becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, 4 minus 3 is 1, so it becomes 150 ml. Option D is your correct answer. If you got it right, give yourself a star. We move to the next question. Compare and fill the box using greater than, less than, or equal to sign. In one of the previous videos, I have explained to you how do you read greater than, less than, or equal to sign. If you haven't, you can check the I button. You will find the video over there. Now what you have to find over here is place value of 7 in 978. Either it is greater, less than, or equal to place value of digit 5 in 532. So you need to find out when your options are greater than, less than, equal to, or can't be determined. So again, pause the video, solve it, and we meet the other side. Great. I hope you'd have got the answer correctly. So place value of digit 7 in 978, right? Place value in 978. 7 is in the 10th place. So when that happens, the place value is 70, right? Now place value of digit 5 in 532. Now the place value of 5 is in the hundreds place. So the place value of digit 5 is 500, and we know 500 is greater than 70. So we can say 70 is less than 500. So this becomes this, and option B is your correct answer. Hopefully you have got it right. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Which set of money is enough to buy the given toy bike? So the toy bike over here costs you rupees 225. So which set of money is going to be enough for you to buy this toy bike? Great. So what we need to find out is, so this toy bike is rupees, it costs rupees 225. What you need to find out is in which set of money, which set of options, the money shown is greater than 225, right? If it is greater than 225 or equal to 225, you will be able to buy the toy bike. If it is less, you will obviously not be able to buy it, right? Option number A, it's showing rupees 200 note, right? So it's just rupees 200, but rupees 200 is less than 225, right? And so you will not be able to buy. So option A cannot be the answer. Option B, you can see it is 100 plus 100 plus 20. If you add it, this becomes rupees 220, right? This is rupees 220. Is rupees 220 greater than 225? No. So you will not be able to buy the toy car. Now come to option number C. Option number C, there is rupees 50 plus rupees 20. If you add, this comes out to rupees 120. Will you able to buy with this amount of money? Answer is no. So C cannot be an answer. But if you see option number D, there is rupees 200 and then there is rupees 50. If you add it, you get rupees 250. Now with rupees 250, can you buy a rupees 225 toy car? Yes, you can, because 250 is greater than 225. So your correct answer is option number D. I hope you got it right. Hopefully you did. If you did, then give yourself a star. And we now move to the next question. Question number 18. Which of the following is the longest, right? So you can see there is a spoon, there is a key, and there is a crayon, and you can obviously, calculate the length of all of these products using the unit of the size of the pin, right? So say one pin is equal to 1 unit. So if you take that and try and find out what is the size of each of this product, then you will be able to get the correct answer. Again, I will take a pause of 3 seconds. You solve it, we meet the other side. Great. So let's just first find out the size of all the product. So just put a straight line. I'm sorry. Just put a straight line. So now you can see the spoon, right? So we are taking this pin as 1 unit, correct? So there is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7. So the spoon's length is 7 units. Now let's go to and see what is the length of the key. Now, so this is the straight line. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, and 5, right? So so the length of the key is 5 units. Now let's go to the crayon. The crayon, this is the size. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So the size or the length of the crayon is 4 units. So very clearly spoon is the correct answer. Spoon here is the longest. Hope you would have got it correct. Let's now move to the next question. Find the missing value, right? So it's saying 7 tens, 8 ones minus what would give you 4 tens and 2 ones. You have to find this particular number. Great. I hope you have got the answer correctly. 7 tens and 8 ones is nothing but 78. 4 tens and 2 ones is nothing but 42. So what should be subtracted from 78 that you get 42 as an answer, right? So for example, let's consider this as dash and dash, and then you should have gotten 42. So 8 minus what will give you 2? So 8 minus 6 gives you 2, right? So this is nothing but 6. 7 minus dash gives you 4. 7 minus 3 gives you 4, right? So this number is nothing but 36. Now check the options. 4 tens and 6 ones is 46. 3 tens and 4 ones is 34. 3 tens and 6 ones is 36. So your correct answer is option number C, right? I hope you would have got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. At 7:45, the hour hand of the clock will be near to what? Great. I think it's a very simple question if you look at any clock. So at 7:45, the hour hand would actually be closer to 8. So at 7:15, for example, the clock at 7 o'clock, the clock. So let's just do this. So say this is 12, this is 3, this is 6, and this is 9. Now say this is 7, this is 8, this is 10, this is 11. I'm really sorry, my drawing is not that good. So say this is the clock at 7 o'clock, right? At 7 o'clock, the our hand will be closer to 7, correct? At 7:15, say, so 7:15, this is the minute hand, this is the hour hand. The 7:15, the hour hand would be somewhere here. At 7:30, it would be exactly the hour hand would be exactly at the middle of 7 and 8, and the minute hand is here. And at 7:45, it would be closer to 8. At 7:45, the minute hand is here, but the hour hand would be closer to more towards 8. So that is why C, option C, 8 is the correct answer. I'm really sorry about the drawing, about the mess that I made. I'm pretty bad in it. So now let's go to the next section. If I've got it correct, do give yourself a star. and we go to the next section, that is everyday mathematics. Right? So let's go to question number 21. Vansh bought 275 eggs on Saturday. He bought 55 more eggs on Sunday than on Saturday. Right? How many eggs did he buy altogether on both days? Right? So on Saturday, he bought 275 eggs. On Sunday, he bought 55 more than the previous day on Saturday. Right? He bought 55 more than what he bought on Saturday, and then you have to find out on both days what number of eggs they bought together. Again, pause the video, solve it, we meet the other side. Great, I think you would have already got the answer correctly. So on Saturday, Vansh bought 275 eggs. Now on Sunday, Vansh got 275 plus 55, right? He got 55 more. So if I do the addition, 275 plus 55, it is 5 plus 5, 10. 1 carries over. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 3, 1 carries over. And he gets 330 eggs on Sunday, right? So this is nothing but 330. On both days together, he would get 275 plus 330, right? Because both days together. So we need to do is 275 plus 330. 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 3 is 10. So 0 comes over here. 1 carries over. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. 605. Option B is your correct answer. If you have got it right, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Question number 22. Shakshi bought 5 kg apples, 3 kg grapes, and 4 kg watermelons from the market. How much total weight of fruits did she buy? So she got some apples, grapes, and watermelons. The weights are given. What you need to do is do simple addition and find out total weight of the fruit she bought. So we meet the other side. Great. I guess you would have got the answer correctly. This is a very simple question. The answer is nothing but 5 plus 3 plus 4. If you add this, you will find the answer as D, 12 kg. Hopefully you have got it correct. Now we move to the next question. If you got it right, give yourself a star. And now then we move to the next question. Manish has the following set of number cards, right? So Manish has set of following number cards, which is 3, 5, and 8. Which is the smallest possible 3-digit number that can be found by using each card only once, right? So using each card only once, what is the smallest number that Manish can make, right? But remember, we cannot repeat the cards. It has to be the each card using once, right? So you have to find out the smallest 3-digit number. Again, pause the video, give yourself some time, solve it, and we meet the other side. Great. I guess you have got it correctly. So you want to find a 3-digit number using the numbers given, that is 3, 5, and 8. And you have to find out what is the smallest number that Manish can make. Now, for that, first you have to do is to make the smallest 3-digit number from these numbers. First, what you need to do is put the smallest possible number from these three at the hundreds place, right? So this is nothing but 3, right? Then you can use 3 only once, so you cannot use 3 anymore. Now using 5, between 5 and 8, you have to put the smallest possible number within from 5 and 8, and the answer is 5. So 5 is smaller than 8, and this becomes 8. So the smallest possible number that can be formed using these numbers without repeating it is 358. That is your correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. So question number 24 says Mehak went for picnic with her friends at the time shown in the given clock. So in the given clock, there is some time being shown, and Mehak leaves for picnic at that point of time. If they came back after 2 hours and 20 minutes, right? Then at what time did they come back from picnic? Correct. So she came back after 2 hours 20 minutes. So at what time she comes back? Again, I'll run a timer of 3 seconds. You pause the video, solve it, and we meet the other side. So 2 hours and 20 minutes. So this is the minute hand, this is the hour hand. If you see, this is 5 minutes, this is 10 minutes, this is 15 minutes, and this is 20 minutes. So 5 I mean, after 20 minutes it would be 5:30. Then start adding 1 hour. So 1 hour would be what it would be, from 5:30 to, it would be 6:30. Another 1 hour would be 7:30, or say we do a simple addition, right? So this is 5:10, right? That's the time given over here in the clock. And to this we have to add 2 hour 20 minutes. So this is 0 0, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 5 is 7. So the correct answer is 7:30, right? You can do it like that, or if you just look at the clock, right? So 5 from 5:10, 1 hour is how much? So when after 5:10, 1 hour would be 6:10, right? Another add another hour, it would be 7:10, correct? And then you have to add 20 minutes. So this is adding 5 minutes. So 5 adding 10 minutes, adding 15 minutes, adding 20 minutes. So your minute hand would be at 6. So it is 7:30. Either way you can find out. The correct answer is B. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Now, Pranav drew the given figure in his art notebook. How many total slanting lines did he draw? Right. So this is a figure that you can see in the art notebook. How many total slanting lines can you see in this figure? Now, again, give yourself some time. We meet the other side. Great. I hope you would have got the answer correctly. Again, if you just start counting the number of slanting lines, so you have one slanting line over here, one slanting line over here. There is one here, and one here. Again, there are three slanting lines over here, so and two over here. Now, if you count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Correct answer is option number C, that is 10. So there are 10 slanting lines in the given figure. I hope you'd have got it correct. If you did, then give yourself a star. We go to the next question. Sakshi has some number of pencils with her. If she gave 4 pencils to each of her 4 cousins, so she's giving 4 pencils to each of her 4 cousins, then how many pencils will be left with her, right? So you have to count the number of pencils Sakshi has, and then you have to find out what is the number of pencils actually Sakshi gives to her cousin. Then just subtract that number from the number of pencils that Sakshi had initially, and you will get the answer. Right? Pause the video for some time, solve it, and then we will meet the other side. Great. I guess you would have got it correctly. If you did, well and good. If not, then let's solve it together. This is, so Sakshi has now here, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So Sakshi had 18 pencils with her, correct? Now, if she gave 4 pencils to each of her 4 cousins, so how many pencils had Sakshi given to her cousins? So if this is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is like 4 times 4, addition of 4 times 4, which is nothing but 16. So Sakshi gave away 16 pencils to her cousins. So how much is she left with? It is nothing but 18 minus 16. If you subtract 8 minus 6 is 2. This is 0. Your correct answer is option number D, that is 2. I hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. This distance between Varun's home and his school is 20 meter, right? So between home and school, the distance that is given is 420 meter. If Varun went to his school from his home in the morning and returned in the afternoon, then how much total distance did he cover, right? So he leaves for school in the morning, returns back. How much distance does he cover in total, right? So again, give yourself some time. We meet the other side. Great. So I guess you would have got the answer correctly. It is nothing but, so he goes 420 meter in the morning. He again returns 420 meter in the evening. If you just add both of these, you will get the correct answer because he travels the same distance twice. 0 plus 0 is 0, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. It is 840 meter. Option A is your correct answer. Let's now go to question number 28. Aman got the amount shown as her birthday gift. Which of the following options is not correct with respect to the amount of money shown here? So you can see there is some amount of money that Aman got for her birthday gift. Now, what is the number that is actually equal to the number that is shown over here, amount of money that is shown over here, right? And you have some no number either in number sentences or in an expanded form. You have to find out what the option actually talks about, and you have to see which is equal to the amount of money shown in the image, right? Again, pause the video, solve it, we meet the other side. Great. So the amount of money that is shown over here is 100 plus 20 plus 10 and plus 1, right? This is a 100 rupee note. This is 20 rupees note. This is 10 rupees coin. This is a 1 rupee coin. So if you add it, so you will get this as rupees 131. Now, which of the following options actually tells, or which actually gives 131, right? So option number A, it says 131. So this is correct. So if this is correct, this cannot be the answer because we have to find out what is not correct, right? So next, come to this 100 plus 20 plus 70 plus 10 plus 1. If you add all of it, you will actually get 201, right? You do the math. 100 plus 20 is 120. 120 plus 70 is 190. 190 plus 10 is 200. 200 plus 1 is 201. So this is incorrect, and this is your correct answer. So option B is your correct answer. Let's just solve the other options as well. Option number C is 200 minus 69. So if you see here, you get some, you carry it over from here. So this becomes 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. So again, this becomes 9. 9 minus 6 is 3, and this becomes 1. So this is 131. So this is also equals to 131. So this is correct. And 10 tens, 10 tens is nothing but 100, plus 31 ones is 31. This is also 131. This is also correct, right? So option number B is your correct answer. Let's now go to question number 29. If you got question number 28 correct, give yourself a star, and we move to question number 29. 29 says Shashank had 141 ships, 75 hens, and 123 cows in his farm. How many total animals he has in the farm, right? So there are 141 ships, 75 hens, and 123 cows in a farm. How many total animals he has in the farm? You have to find out. So again, give yourself some time. We meet the other side. Great. Hopefully, you have got the answer correctly. There are 141 ships, then there is 75 hens and 123 cows in his farm. So in total, if you have to find the total, you just need to add these numbers, right? So let's do that. 141 plus 75. So this becomes 5 plus 1 is 6. 741 is 11, so 1 carries over. This becomes 216. Now from in 216, again you have to add 123. So this becomes 216, right? This becomes 216. So now 216 plus 123. 6 plus 3 is 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So 339. Option D is your correct answer. If you got it right, give yourself a star, and we move to question number 30. Right. Question number 30 says three friends collected different number of stones. Ruchi collected 139 stones. So Ruchi collected 139 stones. So this is Ruchi. Jaya collected 98 stones and Shruti collected 150 stones. Who collected maximum number of stones? I mean, this is pretty simple. Just solve it and we meet the other side. Great. I think this is 1 second kind of a problem. If you see, Ruchi has 139, Jia 98, and Shruti has 150. 150 is obviously greater than 98 and 139 both, right? So that is why correct answer, the maximum number of stones was collected by Shruti. Sorry, Shruti, right? So option number A is the correct answer. And this concludes another section. And now we go to the most difficult section, that is achievers section, right? Let's go. Great. Now let's go to question number 31. Observe the given picture and select the correct option. So you have to observe the picture and find out the correct option. And the option talks about horizontal line, curved lines, vertical lines. So you have to find out how many horizontal lines you see, how many vertical lines, how many curved lines, and then you will get the answer. Pause the video, take some time. This will take some time overall, and then we meet the other side with the answer. Great. I hope you would have gotten the answer correctly. The correct answer here is both A and C. Now let's try and solve it. Now what it says is, let's see option number C first. There is no curved line. Do you see any curved line? These are all straight lines, right? So option C is correct. So option C is correct, what it's saying. So option C is correct. Let's now check option number A. How many horizontal lines are there? So here you go. So there is one horizontal line. This is another horizontal line. This is a vertical line, right? This is a slanted. This is one. So this is another horizontal line. This is another horizontal line. Sorry. Okay. So this is another horizontal line. This is another one. This is another one. This is another one. Here it is. Here it is. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm missing one more, is this one. So this is 10, right? So there are 10 horizontal lines. So horizontal lines are 10. So this is also correct. You have to be very careful in terms of finding out what the number is. You have to be very observant to find out, or not, or else you will miss out on one or the other line. So you have to observe it really well, right? The then the next question, next part, the option B says there are 5 more slanting line than vertical line. Now let's find out how many slanting lines are there. This is 1, this is 2, right? This is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So there are slanting, there are 26 lines. But if you see vertical is much lesser. So this is 1. So here you don't have any more vertical lines. So here we go. This is 2. Then you don't have vertical lines over here, none over here as well, and then you have 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So there are 6 slanting lines. Are there 5 more slanting lines than vertical lines? No. So you can just see the figure and say that, there are much more slanting lines than vertical lines. So is this correct? No, this is incorrect. So your correct answer is both A and C are correct, right? I hope you would have got it correctly. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. Rashi gave 4 rupees 200 notes to her brother. So find out what is the total number of money Rashi gave to her brother. Her brother bought the following items from the market. How much money is left with the brother, right? So you have to find out how much money Rashi gave to her brother. So total amount of money she had, and then you have to subtract that overall number to the total amount of money that was spent, right? You do the subtraction, you get the answer, right? So again, pause the video, solve it, and then we meet the other side. Great. So if Rashi gave 4 rupees 200 notes, right? So Rashi gave 4 200 notes. So there are 4 200 notes, right? So say this is 200. So what you need to do is, these are 4 200 notes. You need to add to find out what is the total amount of money Rashi gave to her brother. So all of this is 0. This is all 0. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So it is 800. So Rashi gave rupees 800 to her brother, right? Now, her brother bought two items, and the cost of the two items are 338 and 415. So if you add it, 8 plus 5 is 13, 1 carries over, 3 plus 4, 1 plus 1 is 5, and 3 plus 4 is 7, right? So he spends 753 rupees. So now if you subtract 753 from 800, you will find out how much amount of money now Rashi's brother have, right? So this, if you minus this, you take 1 here, this becomes 9, this becomes 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. 7 minus 7 is 0. So the correct answer is A, 47. I hope you got the answer correctly. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. It's an abacus problem. Which of the following options gives the same value as the number shown on the given abacus? So you can see a number in the given, and it's a 3-digit number in the abacus. Now you have to find out which of the option is correct. Great. I hope you would have got the answer correctly. The number that is shown over here, so in hundreds, you have one bead, so this is 1. In tens place, this is 2, and one place it is 1. So the number given here is 121. Now go to the option and find out what the individual options talk about, and you have to find out, and whichever option gives the answer 121, that is the correct option. Now the first option say is 530, 500 3 tens and 2 ones, which is nothing but 532 as a number, minus 302 tens. So 2 tens is again, because ones is missing, so it is 0 ones. So the number is 320. If I subtract, 2 minus 0 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, 5 minus 3 is 2, this is 212. So this cannot be your answer. Now let's go to option number B. Option number B says 400 6 tens and 1 1 is, so this becomes 461, plus 100 2 tens and 3 ones. So this is 100 2 tens and 3 ones. If you add it, obviously you are going to get a number which is much higher than 121, but we'll still add it. 3 plus 1 is 4, 6 plus 2 is 8, and 4 plus 1 is 5. But the moment you would have seen that, something that is more than 123, right? 461 plus 123 is much more than 121. You don't need to do the addition, but just for the sake of it, I did it. But yeah, you will not get this as an answer as well. Now let's go to option number C. 6 hundreds, 7 tens, and 6 ones, which is nothing but 676, minus 5 hundreds, 5 tens, and 5 ones. So this is 500, 5 tens, and 5 ones. If I subtract this one, 6 minus 5 is 1, 7 minus 5 is 2, and 6 minus 5 is 1, right? So this is 121. So option C is your correct answer. If you have got it right, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. The next question is again, this is a question that is a pictograph question. The given pictograph, the number of electric poles planted along the roadside of a city at 5 different locations. So there are 5 different locations, that is P, Q, R, S, and T. And this image, or this a single image that represents, or that stands for 5 electric poles. So every image represents 5 electric poles, and number of electric poles that were installed in each of the areas needs to be found out. Correct? Study the given pictograph carefully and answer the following question. Option number the P says the difference between the number of electric poles planted at location P and S is dash. If 10 electric poles were shifted from location T to location Q, then the total number of electric poles at location Q is dash. You have to find out both P and Q. Read it very carefully, find P and Q, and we meet after you have solved it yourself. Great, I guess you would have solved it correctly. If not, we will do it together. I'm sure you would have tried your best solving it already. So let's first go to the pictograph and first understand what the pictograph says. So each electric pole image that you see it represents 5 electric poles. So in location P, exactly what's happening is there are 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus, I don't know how many times I said 5, but it is just 4 times 5 number of poles that were installed or planted by the officials, right? So this is 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. So total 20 electrical poles were installed. In location Q, it is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So this is nothing but, if this is 5 times 5, if you add it, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20, 20 plus 5 is 25. So this is nothing but 25. Similarly for R, if you find out, it would come out as 30. For S, if you find out, it would come out as 15. And for T, if you find out, it will come out as 20. So as you can see, from the given pictograph, you can find out how many electric poles were actually planted in each of the areas. Now let's go to the individual question. The difference between the number of electric poles planted at location P and S, right? So in P, total 20 or 20 poles were planted, and in S 15 poles were planted. We have already found that out. So the difference, that is 20 minus 15, is 5, right? So now we know that option A and option B cannot be the answer. So 5 is correct for P. So either C or D can be your answer. If 10 electric poles were shifted from location T, right? From location T, if 10, so location T already had 20 poles. If 10 were moved from location T to location Q, right? So location T, 10 were removed. So now in location T, there are 10 electric poles. And where was it moved to? It was moved to location Q, which already had 25, right? 25 poles were already there. Here you are adding another 10, which makes it 35, right? So now after moving 10 electric poles from T to Q, you have 10 electric poles in T and 35 electric poles in Q. Then the total number of electric poles at location Q is 35. So the correct answer is option number C, that is 5 and 35. I hope you would have got it correct. If you did, then give yourself a star, and we now move to the last question. The last question says, arrange the given object in ascending order. Ascending order, do you remember what ascending order is? Ascending means you have to start with the smallest value and then go towards the largest value. Descending is the opposite. Descending, wherein you start with the largest value and go towards the least value. Now what is the question says? Arrange the given objects in ascending order and select the correct option. Weight of the object which has the least weight, right? You have to start with the object that has the least weight and then move towards the object that has the highest weight. You can see there is a bag, there is a fruit basket, there is a book, and there is a football. You need to find out which is the least weight and which has the highest weight, and you have to arrange it in ascending order. Again, pause the video for 3 seconds. I'm pausing the video for 3 seconds, but you have to pause the video, solve it, and then we meet after you have solved it. Great. I hope you would have solved it correctly. So let's see. Arrange the given objects in ascending order as per their weight and select the correct option. Now, as you see, there is a bag and there is a fruit basket. Now, if this is tilted more towards the fruit basket is more slanted, more tilted towards that, that means fruit basket is heavier. So we know fruit basket is heavier than bag. So let's just try and write this. Maybe the bag and then there is fruit basket. So I know in the order fruit basket has to come last and before that bag has to come, right? Because bag is sorry, fruit basket is over here is heavier, right? Now there is bag and there is a book. Now it says, it shows, the image shows that bag is heavier, so book has to come before the bag, right? So somewhere before the bag book has to come. Correct. So now if you see this image, now book shows comes out to be heavier than the football, so football has to come before it because it's the smaller first, right? So the overall ascending order is going to be first football, then book, then bag, and then fruit basket. Then this is option number B is the correct answer. Hope you would have got it correctly. Achiever section is a little tricky. Other than that, I think all 30 questions were easier. If you could do all of it, well and good. If you not, I'm sure you learned something new. If you learn something new, I'm sure that when next time such a question comes, you will not go wrong, and that is the beauty of it. So that itself is a big achievement that we have learned a few new things in this video. Great. Now go to the comment section. Let me know how many stars did you get. I will reply to each and every one of you. I hope many of you would have got 30 plus stars. That 30 plus stars. If you dog out, give yourself a clap. And I would hope when we do such a paper next time, we would get all 35 out of 35 stars, right? Great. So again, if you want to purchase 18 previous year question paper, you can go check the comment section, you check the pinned comment, you can go to the description box, you'll find a link over there. You can purchase the PDF file at just rupees 89. These are 18 previous year question papers, right? Hopefully you would have liked the video. If you did, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and we will meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you. Jai Hind.